South African fintech firm Centby has launched a new feature in its Bitcoin SV wallet that allows for the purchase of prepaid electricity, airtime, and data. The co-founders of Centby, Lorian Gamaroff and Angus Brown, say this is the realization of their dream of making Bitcoin truly electronic cash. So will this actually finally clear a path forward for Bitcoin in terms of scale and ease of use? I'm going to pose this question to our guest, Peter Iyen, who is a cryptocurrency miner. Good afternoon to you, Peter. So first question, what do you make of what this South African firm has achieved here with Bitcoin SV?
Yeah, I think the idea is a novel one. I don't think anyone realistically expects that the majority of payments are going to start coming in through Bitcoin platform. I don't think that's going to happen, but it's a good idea, and it's something that, okay, they're being experimental, and that's fine.
Okay, great. Now, what differentiates, I guess, Bitcoin SV from all the others, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin Unlimited, and so on and so forth?
Yeah, there are tons of them. Each of them is a hard fork of Bitcoin. So they split off the Bitcoin blockchain. But in terms of features, they're pretty much the same. Now, some of them advertise themselves as being faster, but that's just because they don't handle the same volume of transactions as Bitcoin. So their blockchain may seem faster, but they're pretty much all the same.
Okay. Now, won't all these different versions, will they somehow, I guess since they're different ones, will they affect the uniformity and scale of what cryptocurrencies are supposed to be doing if there's some kind of uniform mission here?
Well, when it comes to cryptocurrencies as an eco-space, I wouldn't say there is uniformity in what they are going to achieve. It's a bit like saying cryptocurrencies are like the baseline, and then individuals are going to come up with whatever they want to come up with. Any idea they want to implement, they can then decide to use cryptocurrencies as a platform for implementing. It's the same way you have the internet, and then you have people doing internet shopping, video conferencing, different sorts of applications, all built on the internet as the platform.
Okay, so with that in mind, we just had a few prices up there. What about the other currencies like Ethereum or Litecoin? What purpose, if you would those other types of coins serve?
Okay, now this is where the beauty of cryptocurrency comes in. A coin like Ethereum allows developers to build their own projects on it. So, for example, there's a project that tries to mimic it mimics the price of gold. Well, it actually doesn't mimic it. It stores a register of gold, and it follows the price movement of gold because it's tied to gold. It basically digitizes gold. That's built on Ethereum. There's a project I know of that's built on another platform, Ardor, which does rewards people for doing exercises, financial rewards and all that. So yeah, so it's how do I say this now? Each coin allows people to achieve whatever their imagination can come up with, really.
Okay, so as far as purpose, for the question I posed earlier, if Bitcoin can be a store of value for Africans, do you buy that in terms of, if one wants to use the argument of devaluation every few years for African currencies and this possibly being a store of value, would you buy that argument?
No, I don't. Honestly, I don't. I mean, I've heard the argument numerous times, but the problem comes with what's wrong with gold. I mean, right now there are 4 versions of cryptocurrencies that are tied to physical gold, and they give you the traditional store of value of gold as well as the portability of Bitcoin. So the question then is, why do you need Bitcoin? The thing is, Bitcoin right now exists because it's the most popular one, and it's the one that everybody knows about. But as time goes on and as other projects become more popular and, get into the public psyche, Bitcoin will lose its relevance. But cryptocurrency certainly won't. But Bitcoin, yes, would lose its relevance.
So we're going to see more Ethereums and more more versions of Bitcoin and so on down the line, is what you think?
Not more versions of Bitcoin, but more digitized, more tokenization of traditional stores of value.
Okay. What about security? There's been a lot of reports of hacking, people forgetting their passwords for their wallets. How do you think that has affected the trust value of cryptocurrencies?
What happened? In fact, what I know is going to happen is that people are just going to store their cryptocurrencies the same way they store their money. So you could keep your money under your mattress. You could keep your money with a bank. You could, it's up to you on how you secure your money and how it's insured or how it's, protected. Because someone hacking and stealing your cryptocurrency is akin to someone breaking into your house and stealing your money. It's pretty much the same thing, just in a digital world.
Okay, so I wanted to ask you about custodian and non-custodian wallets. Does that help in any way with regards to the security discussion around cryptocurrencies?
Oh, definitely. I don't want to promote any company in particular, but I really have to give an example. There's a company I know of called BitGo, and they're not Nigerian, but they secure your cryptocurrency. They hold your cryptocurrency, and it's insured up to a certain amount of money, and it's actually owned by Goldman Sachs. Now, that's a non-custodial storage system. Alternatively, you could buy a hardware wallet and keep it in your house or in your safe or a safety deposit box, and that would be a custodial system. So it's really much the same way you would have money and say, okay, I want to keep my money under my mattress because my house is very safe, or I can go and keep it in a bank, and the bank ensures that my money is there. Even if the bank gets robbed, I still got my money there. Because it's backed up by a bigger body.
Okay. So, let me ask you this. Now, 2017, roller coaster ride for Bitcoin, rising from under $1,000 to up to like $19,000. It's under $10,000 now. Is speculation in Bitcoin forever, or can it transition to this, what Senbi was trying to do, this Satoshi vision, where they wanted it to be strictly for payments? Or is that speculation going to remain?
With regards to Bitcoin, speculation will always be there because it's a speculative asset. That's true. There's very limited supply, and there are lots of market participants. So you're not going to get the same sort of stability you would have with a traditional currency. But the speculation itself would reduce as the price goes up. So, for example, when Bitcoin was $1,000, a 50% move is not unusual because it's moving from 1,000 to 1,500 because but then now when Bitcoin is $10,000, it can still do a 50% move, but it wouldn't be as frequent as you would have when the price is lower. So yes, it's the speculative aspect nature would always be there, but then the price swings will or the oscillations are going to gradually reduce. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I lost you there for a second. So you're saying the price swings will still remain?
Yeah, the price swings will remain, but they're not going to be as wild as they are when the price was lower.
Okay.
In terms of percentage terms.
Okay.
That's what's going to. That's what I see happening. But it's not. It's really never going to replace traditional currency. It's not. What? In fact, what a lot of people don't know is that there are already cryptocurrencies, things like USD Tether, USD. I know the acronym USDC. That there are cryptocurrencies on the Ethereum blockchain that are tied to the value of the dollar. So you can use them the same way you use your Bitcoin. You can send them in as little fractions as you want, but they are stable to the dollar. One USD Tether would always equal to one USD dollar. So. Which then brings back the original question: what is the use of Bitcoin?
Right. You've taken exactly. So if that's the case, then I guess that's exactly the question. What is the purpose of all this? You earlier said it was about imagination, like tying it to gold and other things. Or are we not talking about the underlying blockchain or the cryptocurrencies and imagination?
Technology, the underlying blockchain. the underlying blockchain technology is going to change the world. That is, in my opinion, that is undeniable. You know, for example, I mean, let's look at an example. Let me give you an example of another project. MPG, Max Property Group. It's a small startup company in Germany. Now, what this company does is that they raise financing using cryptocurrency and they acquire property. And then the rent from this property acts as a dividend on the cryptocurrency. So if you see that already, you've created value. The cryptocurrency itself has allowed me in Nigeria to invest my 5,000 naira in a property in Germany, and I'll be collecting my 200 naira dividends every year from the rent that someone somewhere I do not know is paying. You know, so you can see value being created. It allows me to take 500 naira and buy a bit of gold and keep, because I think the value of gold is going to go up. Those are the value creations. Those are the things that cryptocurrencies can offer, which traditional finance can't. But then Bitcoin started it off. Bitcoin was the proof of concept. But then the world is moving beyond Bitcoin. It will take some time for people to realize that this is what's going on, but the world will move beyond Bitcoin. But cryptocurrency, blockchain would always be there.
Fantastic. We've got less than a minute left. Peter Iyen, cryptocurrency man, I want to thank you very much for this very illuminating discussion, looking beyond cryptocurrencies as items for just payments and, you know, creating value in so many other ventures. Thank you so much. We're going to have you back because there's so much more to discuss as far as this piece of technology is concerned. Thank you so much for your time.